When dealing with customer operations, some actions can and even should be performed immediately by any team member. For example, to block a user or to reset a password upon a user's request. Some actions, however, are more sensitive and they require manual approval. For example, if a company's policy states that whenever level 1 support team members want to reopen a ticket, it needs to be validated by their manager. As you can see, all of that can be done on Forest Admin. And whenever team members need to manually approve requests, they can do it from the Collaboration tab under Approvals. This page also serves as an audit trail, as it has the history of all approvals created, pending approval, and reviewed. But first, to be able to set up your approval workflow, it is important that you understand how roles and permissions work on Forest Admin. To manage roles and permissions, you need to be a project's admin and go to your project settings. Thanks to roles, it is possible not only to restrict access to some data, but also to allow users to perform specific actions, or not. And those actions are managed by approval workflows you've just seen. For example, here we have a level 1 support role, and we only want to allow people with this role to perform some actions, while other actions need approval from their manager. Let's do it with Smart Actions permissions. Simple actions like resetting a password, moderating, changing a plan, or marking a ticket as resolved can be performed by anyone in this team. But to anonymize a user or reopen a ticket, we may require manual approval from a person with the right role. Here, trigger means that a smart action will be executed immediately. This action will be logged, but it won't be a part of the approval workflow. Require approval means that such an action requires a manual approval from someone who has the role that allows it. Approve allows users assigned to this role to approve a request. And finally, self-approve means that you can allow users assigned to this role to approve their own request, which can be useful, for example, when an action needs to be performed immediately and a person who normally does this approval is not available. On Forest Admin, there are also conditional approvals. We can have a setting where someone with the level 1 support role can apply a coupon. However, when the amount of the discount is greater than, let's say, $100, it needs to be manually approved by someone with a level 2 support role. And finally, here in the Users tab, you can manage roles and grant them to new users so that they have the right setup once they start using Forest Admin. Now, all actions pending approval land in the Collaboration tab. A manager or anyone with the right role can easily approve or reject the request here. If you have many approvals, you can easily filter them to display only specific actions, requests done by specific teams, people, and requests created within a specific time frame. And finally, you can see the history of all approvals and export it if you need it. Roles and approval workflows are the fundamental part of teamwork. Giving everyone the same access level is not only inefficient, but it can potentially be very harmful to the organization. So if you haven't started using them on your Forest Admin, do it today. Or ask your admin to set up an approval workflow for you.